Okay, so this is going to be an explanation of the fast GPC route. This is in conjunction with my explanation of the triple overflow, which I already did. So we're starting from this save file, which was created on 1.0. It was genocide. It was done a genocide route up until the last room of Snowden. This gets 8 kills. I think optimal might be to get 10, but I had an 8 kill one lying around, so that's what we get to deal with today. An 8 kill save file, that is. So play on 1.0, Geno up to probably 10 kills, and then kill neutral papyrus and get to Spears 1. You obviously won't be able to load a save there. This is just an autosave, but I didn't want to task from the last save point. So we're starting from the autosave as if it were a regular save. So you're just going to do Spears 1, and then the next thing you want to do is you want to set the redemption flag so you can get the punch card. So in order to do that, you want to pass through this room, you want to pass all the way through this room, and then pass through the Onion Sands room, and flee Chiron. And then pass back through the Onion Sands room. You'll get an encounter here, flee it. Go ahead and grab the punch card. We get rid of the nice cream in like fancy task ways. You can just eat it normally. It's whatever. It is faster to do these wrong warps, but you have to do them pretty quick. I know 5Us doesn't go for them, so purple guy is an option if you want to use purple guy. This wrong warp though is frame perfect, so don't go for it. You'll soft lock and then you'll not be having a good time. Yeah, none of these wrong warps are mandatory except for one of them, I think. So this is all just normal backtracking. Yeah. And you're backtracking to the first couple of rooms of Snowden because they have some choicers that you can store. And the entire goal of this route is to store two choicers and then use those to double overflow the 2/2 into being a punch card. So more backtracking. Again, all of these wrong warps are difficult and none of them are really necessary. Okay. So this is the first necessary wrong warp. Because it skips over the Sands trigger. You could just skip the Sands trigger with a PCE, but it's almost definitely easier to just wrong warp here. So get that wrong warp. And then it's time for the first trick, and that is the Box Road Persistence. So this is just a normal random encounter persistence. So completely normal, just closing the text box on the right frame to be able to leave. You'd alt space buffer that, just like you do in like slow GPC. Go ahead and flee, yes, whatever you get there. And then you'll enter this room, go ahead and wrong warp back in, and this is where you store the choicer. So just go up to the box, overflow it, and then leave. And make sure you leave out the bottom, and make sure you're very careful that you are holding against the wall before you leave, otherwise you'll soft lock. Standard stuff. Okay, so now you're in this room. You'll want to go ahead and PCE this, and don't miss this PCE. Unfortunately, there's very few visual cues, but you really don't want to miss this PCE, because if you do, then you'll have to go all the way back to Spears 1, and that's no fun, and nobody wants that. So PCE the Sands Call trigger to skip it, and then you come back in to clear the text without getting rid of the trigger. And then you do the triple overflow, and this is like I described in my other video with the grinding out the encounter, and then the really hard sequence of inputs, and then running away. And then you do the bagel storage, same as normal. In a full game run of this, whether it's RTA or TAS, you will be at low HP from Papyrus, so make sure to get that, because otherwise you'll have to do this, which is take a whole bunch of damage from Snowdrake, which takes forever. But it took less time than tasking out a whole Papyrus fight, so that's what I went with. In a full game speed run of this, you will want to take damage to Papyrus, though. So yeah, you die. And now you reload. Back to Spheres 1. Geno is no longer aborted. So now you're going to go use that double choicer you set up. You can kill these guys. I didn't because it was quicker to task not killing them. You probably should kill them. No, you definitely should kill them because it's faster. So just go up into this task room. There's faster ways through the waterfall room, but they're all like really hard. So just do that. Grabbing the 2-2. It's slightly faster not to grab it because you won't have to deal with it later on, and also it's one less text box. So whether or not you want to grab it is up to you. It's slightly faster not to. But you don't need to flee anything, so if you do, it's fine. That is not true. You need to flee plane, so you can't equip the 2-2 and equip the bandage. You have to drop the 2-2. This is just normal backtracking. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Oh, this room. Yeah, you have to menu buffer through it. I menu buffer the maximum amount of time for the worst luck. So there where I stopped menu buffering will get you through. I think this might be obsolete though. And I'm saying that just because if you get 10 kills, you probably won't have to menu buffer quite as much or maybe at all. So I'll be looking into the kills. Yeah, I'll be looking into the kills to give more detail on that room, but you might have to menu buffer through it. This room's normal. A whole bunch of just completely normal rooms. The reason you have to menu buffer and you can't get an encounter is because getting an encounter will change your MSC, so we don't want to do that. I'm going to pop a save in case there's anything urgent to explain. This room, though, the step count's never even close to where you have to worry about it, so don't even worry about it. On this room, you do want to slide on the ice, and that's because your step count doesn't reset when entering the brewski room. So stepping on the ice just gives you a little bit of insurance to make sure that you don't accidentally get an encounter in the next room and ruin everything, which would be really bad. Okay, so you can close the punch card right away as soon as you enter the room. I leave it up just to show what's going on. But you mash away the refrigerator text, and you want to stay on this text box. If you don't go far enough, then you won't get the double overflow, and if you go too far, then your MSC will get reset, and you'll get, like, escaped or something. Anyway, so now that you've got the empty punch card box, you enter the next room, you spam the box choicer, and that will give you a punch card. Then go ahead and reload. Restart the game, and for some reason or another, the task is reloading into this room. I don't know why that is. It might have to do with the persistence glitch shenanigans, but it doesn't matter because you do have, and I'm actually going to change what we do here, because you should not be dropping it, or you should not be equipping it. So you drop the 2-2, and then you have your punch card. That's basically it. I'll have a video linked about homophobia TNT, which is one of the strats that really makes this save time, so make sure to check that out. Other than that, though, that should be everything you need to know. And it looks like I had the task go a little bit further to try and get a wrong warp. Yeah, cool wrong warp. You got the punch card. Finish your Snowden grind, do your waterfall grind, whatever.